I got to start asking about Uber. It's a service I love to use, but a company I'm not sure how much I love. How do you sort of deal with that? People, all the people that I know need Uber, but then think it's like the most evil company in Silicon Valley. And, of course, that goes against Google's motto.
Look, I think anytime you have a company that's growing as quickly as Uber is, and this is a company, probably the fastest growing company I've ever seen, adding 50,000 jobs a month, you're going to rightly face scrutiny, but we're really optimistic about the company's future, and it has the potential to be one of the most transformative companies we've ever seen.
Yeah, well, and for sure, an absolute home run for Google Ventures. How was 2014? How you doing there?
It was extremely busy. So we had, as of this morning, 17 exits from the portfolio. We had a company called On Deck Capital go public just this morning. We quadrupled our investment in life sciences from 9% to 36% of our dollars invested. And we announced a $125 million fund for Europe and Israel. And then on top of all that, I managed to get married as well. So it was a busy year.
Well, congratulations on the wedding. And on the life sciences investments as well. It's obviously a hot area. Healthcare is, I think, what, a third of what you guys invest in now. Is it the biggest growth area you're looking at?
It is. It's a huge focus for us. Just personally, I think it's an opportunity to make a really profound impact on the world. And life sciences is really becoming an information technology. And I think there's a chance now to have an impact on the world that goes beyond just trying to make people look at their phones more, but really help people live longer, healthier, happier lives.
All right, well, we all wish you luck there because everybody wins if that's the case. For you to win, you've got to be able to make a good exit, and that was more difficult over the past decade than it was this year. Was it the best year for you as far as IPOs?
This was a great year for us. We had Nest exit our portfolio, which was the third largest VC exit over the last 10 years. And we had 16 other exits, including the one I mentioned this morning. So I'm pretty proud of the work the team's done this year.
On Deck this morning?
Yes, that's correct.
And what are we looking at as far as On Deck? What's that company for?
On Deck helps small businesses get loans that might not otherwise be able to by using their own algorithm to assess the risk for those companies as opposed to a FICO score or something that's probably a little bit less relevant.
What do you think when someone comes to you and says, I got a company and it's the Uber of this or the Airbnb of that? How do you react to that kind of pitch?
We get those pitches all the time, so we listen when people say they have an idea because the line between sort of crazy and genius is a pretty thin line. So we see that a lot, and that's our job, is to listen to people who are telling us about their hopes and dreams, and we're happy to hear the pitches. You know,
I was listening to David Techstars at Ford last week, and he was saying, most importantly, the people who are pitching me, then the people, and then the idea. Is that basically true across VC?
Look, I think that's exactly right. Ideas are cheap. They're free. So if I told you I had a file that had 50,000 ideas in it, you probably shouldn't pay $1 for that. But if I told you I knew someone that could actually execute on that idea and build a company, that's worth a lot. So that's really what we're looking for, people that can execute.
Does it matter to you if someone's idea helps out the Google business or works on, say, the Android platform?
No, it doesn't matter. We're not looking for things that are strategic. In fact, if it's competitive and helps make Google stronger that way, that's probably even more interesting to us.
So 2015, let's look at the year ahead. Are you going to be focused even more on healthcare and life sciences since that was sort of your biggest bet this year?
Yeah, that's going to continue to be a huge focus of our time, energy, and dollars, even more so than it was in 2014. There's a huge opportunity there.
You actually were instrumental in recruiting Andrew Conrad, who's a genetics expert, to Google X. What does that mean for Google Ventures and for Google in a larger sense?
Andy's been a friend of mine for 10 years, so I was really proud to see him join Google and proud of all the work that he's doing, which has the potential to also be really transformative. And I think it's not just a trend. It's a really important direction that the world is moving, is to think about healthcare as something at least as important as mobile and delivery of internet service to the global population. Healthcare is really important, and to me it makes a lot of sense that the company and Google Ventures are investing in these areas.
But I mean, you know, Google Ventures is not looking to make strategic investments. I'm assuming, though, that you'll work closely with Andy and with Google X. How does Google Ventures play with all of the other Google properties?
Sure. I mean, I've known Andy for years, and Sergey, who runs Google X, obviously have known for years as well. So we work really closely with them because I have a huge amount of respect for them and their intellects, and all the people at Google. So we work really closely to try to understand the innovative areas that they're working on, where disruption might come from, and kind of where opportunity is. So I probably talk to Andy every day, to tell you the truth.